This is similar to the Bird's Nest Inn, because we're eventually back in Comic Studio, because today we're going to be checking out Luma and Crow's OC Comic Studio, and it's pretty harder to say like anything about this as well. So it's even actually going to be getting rid of those things as well. So am I going to be for very that we're going to be linking around of those things as well. So before we might able to be starting as well, I might not going to be to get around here as well. So I might gonna be choosing something else. I'm not gonna be trying to say anything. So, but we're not gonna be talking about for what I just absolutely start because I feel a little bit stressful or something as well for going into some kinds of for the in the Google search around itself to retain about the Nest Inn. So we have a lot of those characters as we're turning on those spoilers as well. So we're gonna be see the NPCs first, and like we already said, there must be some kind of characters as the Luma and OCs like those things, and all sprites made by Luma Moth 22-6, and OCs belongs to her as anything as well. So in the last video, we just already checked it out for as well from some sort of an ordinary OCs like them as well. So not even possible that we're gonna be saying for anybody as well. Especially there must be one. This is absolutely for a stick man, I mean a stick woman or something like this. Well, this is Luma's cave. The crow's nest was actually even for some sort of anything around of those feather cookies around here. So we definitely going to be added with some characters soon, but we're now going to be for I mean there must be for multiple of those props and items as even well. It's gonna be even for possible to load around very slow. We got assets around here, floaty things, the furniture, the computer as well. Behind them is the desk and some arts. Maybe pretty a lot here to say. We got for some sort of for this is a little bit for some kind of a one thing as well. And for some sort of pets as well. And finally some sort of Among Us as well. There's nothing in the crow's nest, including here at those VFX as well. So the background seems to be like here in this one. So this is actually for some sort of a cave. And the crow's nest, there must be something as the original cookie run of those background images for a lot, including there must be many more of those things as well. So another one, oh my gosh, there must be Cookie Run Kingdom images from those backgrounds as well. So even that we're gonna be doing for just the same, there must be for many more of those. There's only one things, only one images in the background, and some characters could be a lot, including for the Hello Kitty, and many of them as well. So even that you know what it was, and the next pages, there must be for many more of those things. We possibly so we got some more and pretty some more again as well. So we possibly this is not going to be for meeting like those things as well. So we're not gonna be waiting to be added more things as well instead of some kind of one thing as well. So I'll be added for a while for some kind of those things from the files, or I guess. Turns out we just added melon bun cookie for this instantly as well, because we have just already finished with those 3-4 of these things as well. So it's been for a while, that almost 7 minutes of this video that I should be able to make some. So we got melon bun cookie, the devil cookie, and a crowberry cookie. The crowberry cookie was actually in the bedroom as well. And he was watching television around here for something for an unknown furniture in this cave as well. A person was looking for something as even that he discovers something as well. And because something is absolutely living here, and the first thing is absolutely Looma. Looma is actually the one who lives in the cave. So it's pretty actually now probably easy to do this as well. So this is not actually going to be for around here Merluna, as probably Merluma was absolutely probably oh right. I wouldn't be able to get it for around here to say about this one as probably for sure. Before we're gonna be end of this video, we might able to be resetting for a round of those things as well. So I'm not gonna be right back as well, but we forgot that I just using for similar to the crow's nest. So even it has one character and for some sort of one thing as well. So I won't able to be making for this quick as well. So not even as possible that is should making things possible for only one thing. But I never guessed. This is absolutely for a little bit small. And the crow's nest, it was actually like this big mother as well. So even as possible. So I wouldn't mind able to end of this video, but the link is gonna be in description below with its comic studio, and that causes Ages of 9 or Write itself to do this to be access to this comic studio. Turns out some sort of humorous or some kind of dark humor characters, like for turning into vampires as well. So the most recommendation of this case around here is to click here for the main website and below, and especially for some sort of more characters around here for you to do so as well. So you might gotta be doing it anything you want in this the main website as well, except for this, because that contains around for many of those wild of those comic studio characters around here, or many of those comic studios was actually for teenagers only. Like most of the comics creators from their links and their comic creators from anybody as well. So that could be the end of this video, right? We eventually moved into the second Chrome, but I have here in this drafts was pretty interesting about this that since about the last month or 2 months or 3 months ago, as we possibly that ever to be seen around for just way we go as well. After the Halloween is probably over, I shouldn't be able to refuse to load, but things have just completely going to disappear for a lot, including for the some sort of for the South Park characters and the characters from Total Drama Island. So that wasn't pretty possible to do this as well, that we closed the drafts. Hopefully that was probably it for today's video as well. If I'm gonna be saying thanks for watching, it won't be gonna be able to be added for some kinds of characters. As we're seeing for a little bit closer for just a amount of characters, there are less cringe as well, and probably they're a little bit recommended for teenagers as well. So that is all for probably that I just really guessed, and most of all, I might not going to be added for some anything about those comics or some sort of started to make a storyboard about something like in for Cookie Run Together 2.0 comic studio, which means the story wasn't going to be fair enough as well. So that is all, like I just probably meant to say this about here. And anyways, the link is in description below. That once again that I just already said. Thanks for watching, for all your support, and I'll be signing off. And because that I just probably recording of those videos for about 10 minutes per clips like those things about here. So I'll be talking to you mini lads and comic studio users all later, and I'll be signing off just for sure.